Hey guys, Brent here from brentphotography.com. I want to show you a couple of techniques. I'm photographing a triathlon behind me and I want to show you some unusual ways of getting some great images at an event like this, sporting event. And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to use a slow shutter speed and a wide angle lens. Most people have a zoom lens. I'm going to use a wide angle lens. I'm going to go to a 30th of a second with a wide angle lens, and I'm going to get close to the cyclist as they come past, and I want to show you how I can show blurring movement in the background. So if you have a look at these images, you'll notice that I'm trying to get the cyclist sharp in focus, and I want to get the background blurred so that I can show movement and how fast they go. Tip number 2 when you're photographing triathletes or movement like what's happening behind me is choose a dark background if you can, so that you can get the people to jump out of the background. So you can notice in the background over here I've chosen a bush setting. You can see the cyclists coming behind me, just so that I can get a dark background and I can show movement and I can get them to jump out of the background. So that's the second tip. Use a dark background when you're photographing movement, especially if the cyclists are wearing bright clothing. Also, another thing you'll notice is I get down low. I change my angle of view when I'm photographing the cyclist because I want to get low. I want to get a lot of movement with a wide angle lens at a slow shutter speed. And another tip when you're photographing movement like this is make sure that your autofocus is on the tracking autofocus or AI servo, so that you're not focusing on the cyclist when they are quite far away, and actually when you take the photo they're a little bit closer and they're out of focus. So make sure your autofocus is on AI servo on a Canon camera, and that way you can track the cyclist as they're getting closer to you. So that's how I get the images that are in sharp. I'm using also a slow shutter speed to get movement and blurring in the image, but I want the cyclist, or the point of interest in the image, to be in focus. What do you think of these images? Please leave me a thumbs up on YouTube or leave comments on this blog. I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, this is Brent, and have a great day.